Hey everyone, Luna here for this week's YouTube Pagan challenge. I want to apologize for all the darkness. Um, I'm not feeling well and the light is kind of hurting my eyes. This is actually hurting my eyes, but I wanted to get this video out. So this week's question is, do you and how do you meditate? And I've mentioned in, sorry I have allergies, I've mentioned in previous videos before that yes, I do meditate and it helps with my anxiety. Now, it took me a long time to be able to find just the right technique to meditate because I'm one of those people whose mind just runs at 100 miles an hour, and you're trying to focus on one thing and another thing pops up and another thing pops up, and it's just complete and utter chaos in your mind. So for me to sit in quiet and try and shut down all that noise is very difficult for me. I need a little bit of extra help. So the way that I meditate is by laying flat on my bed. I have very bad posture, so if I sit down, I end up slouching and it ends up hurting my back. So the best, most comfortable way that I found is by laying flat on my back, usually on a cushioned place, because I have hip problems and back problems and problems. So what I'd start off with is by being aware of my body and trying to relieve the tension in said body part. So I start from my head and work my way down to my toes. So I scrunch up my face, relax, clench my fists, relax, and I work that way all the way down to my toes. That way I'm more aware of what's actually tense. So if I realize that I'm not actually clenching anymore, this is actually how tense it is, I try and relax that area. Another thing that I do is I use music to help me relax, to help me meditate and focus on something. Because silence is, I can't deal with silence. It actually makes me very uncomfortable to be in complete silence. Unless I'm like reading, I cannot sit still and focus on anything. It's just too much. I'm very sensitive to silence. So what I use is meditative music that I found on YouTube. One example is in my blog for what I used for this past full moon on the solstice. So I usually post what I've been using, and most of it is in my blog, which I'll leave down in the description. And it's usually binaural beats with solfeggio, with certain frequencies, and it really helps me to just calm my mind and calm my body and become more self-aware, as well as aware of what is happening around me. Because I usually do this by myself in my room. I can be like, okay, the temperature in the room is cool. It's not too cold, it's not too hot. I feel the softness of my sheets. I'm on sheets. I feel the cushion of the pillow behind my head, that sort of thing. Or this area is tense, I need to relax it. This area needs more relaxing. This area itches. Things like that. It helps me calm my mind and focus on what I need to focus on. So anyway, like I said, meditation is not for everyone, and meditation is different from person to person because it is very personal experience. Like I said, I can't deal with silence. I have to have some kind of music. It has to be soothing. Nature sounds. I sometimes listen to rainstorms that they have on YouTube. I have CDs also and MP3s. Just like something with something in the background, because I have to have some sort of noise for me to calm myself. Anyway, share your techniques in the comments below or shoot me a video response. You can hit me up on Facebook, on Twitter, and on my blog. So you guys have a great night and brightest blessings.